an exclusive interview today with Frida. She's a student and she's a student writer, and she has been sharing with me some of her writing that she recently has done in her class, and I wanted to interview her and so she can share with us her writing techniques, what she does to get ideas and different things like that. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Frida. I am in 4th grade.
She's a 4th grade student and she is a writer. So what things do you do when you write?
Well, what I do is that sometimes I go back to that moment I'm writing about, or I imagine about it, and it's like I'm writing in that, like when it's happening.
So you visualize in your mind that moment? How do you decide about what moment to write about?
Well, as I said, I go back to it.
Okay.
And I remember some of the most important things that happened.
Okay. So how do you know what's important?
Well,
I think that's a good idea, but how do you determine what's important? Because I could write about eating Cheerios in the morning. If I wanted to write about maybe going on a trip to SeaWorld, I could write about being in the car. Or I could write about going and touching the dolphins, but sometimes I can't decide which part to write about. So what do I do?
I focus on the main things I'm writing about, and that's all I do.
So you just focus on a moment,
Yes.
not the whole day.
Yes.
So this piece of writing, what's it about?
It's about, it was the end of the day, and I was at art. This boy got in trouble. He had to sit out for like the rest of the art period. So I was gonna show my art teacher my artwork and ask her if it was okay if I needed to fix anything. And all of a sudden the lights shot out sparks. The room
These lights shot out sparks?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And the room went kind of white, and when it stopped, the boy was shaking his hand. So we had to run to the nurse's office.
Why was he shaking his hand?
He got shocked. He stuck something in
The outlet?
yes, the outlet.
The thing that has electric, the two
Yes.
little prong holes? He put something in there? Oh my goodness. He could have gotten really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So his hand was hurting?
Yes.
Or just hurt the...
Yeah, he moved. I think he moved his hand at a good time.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It made the lights go crazy and everything.
Yes.
Wow, so you focused on that moment. And I like how you do that, because that's what good writers do. We think about our audience, and that's me, because I read that. That's your teacher, that's your classmates, that's your parents, right? Anybody who's going to read it. And I think that you thought, what's going to be most important to them? What would they want? What's most important to you? And you decided that was a crazy event, maybe. Something like that. I'm glad you did, because sometimes people write about every little thing that happened that day. And some parts may not be funny or sad or interesting. That is shocking. I wanted to hear more when you kept telling me about it. It's like, whoa. So that's what you mean when you decide what's important? Oh, when you plan out your writing, what do you do?
Well, before I start writing, I go back to it. I kind of make little notes at where I was, about when it happened, and like how it ended.
Okay.
And then that's when I start writing my story.
So you sort of get organized first? Just a little notes?
Yes.
Do you ever sketch anything? Some people do that. I
Not
don't know.
really.
No, you just have it here in your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any particular writing techniques that you think we should know to make us better writers? Any suggestions or what maybe ideas that what works for you that I might want to try out that you could tell me, so maybe I can try that out in my writing? And then taking notes.
Yeah. So like it would work better if you visualize it or go back to when it happened.
Okay.
Because then it kind of helps you more remember about that day.
Do you slow it down in your mind, like slow motion? Do you take like a snapshot and just try to visualize everything that happens?
Yeah.
Well, so taking a snapshot and slowing it down like it's in slow motion, I think that's a really good thing that we can do. Those moments that are important to us.
Yeah.
I like that. And I think that's what we can try out in our own writing. Instead of writing about every little thing that happened in a day or a week, I can choose one moment that's important to me. And hopefully I will do it in a way that the reader will understand that. And the reader will have a connection to it. And they'll enjoy it too, right? Or they'll feel surprised or shocked. Like you said, the light, everything turned white. I like your language. I like how you express yourself. And I'm going to take your writing and I'm going to put it up on the blog so people can read it. And they can enjoy your writing as well. And maybe learn something about not putting things in the light sockets, right? Because it could have bad consequences, right? All right. Anything else you want to let everybody know?
That's all.
That's all? Thank you so much for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. And I hope to see you again when you do your next writing piece. What do you think?
Yes.
All right. Good.